All right, hey, what's up, everybody? We're going through my what's in the bag for League Night Week 2. So Week 1 I did on my podcast. We'll put a link to it in the description. Did a podcast on Week 1, my golf league, my 9-hole golf league, what was in the bag. A lot of people were really excited about it, wanted to know. So we're doing Week 2. Week 2, what's in the bag? Last week was a little rough. Couldn't get off the tee very well. I scrambled like crazy, shot a 43. Not my best round, but I did hit the irons pretty well. Just I couldn't get anything going off the tee. So this week, let's see what's going in the bag this week. Kind of make a few changes. This week it's all going in my Callaway Fairway Plus golf bag. This is the 5-way divider built for push carts. I'm part of the push cart mafia, and I'm actually rocking a Moto Caddy M7 remote GPS. This is my electric caddy. I love that thing. But everything's going in this bag, and this bag works perfect with the push cart. So we'll start off at the top like we always do. Driver, this week's driver of choice. We're going TaylorMade QI10 core model, as everybody's been calling it. 10.5 head, playing it standard, 10.5. And we're going with the brand new Atera Alpha 1 Gray. So this is the gray model, the stiffer tip one. And basically from this head, I've been hitting it a little bit. Launch is a little higher, so I'm thinking maybe this stiffer tip of the gray here will bring that down just a touch. But that's going to be driver. These shafts, the Ateras, are really, really good. They're really solid, really good feel to them, and really tight. So excited to see how this combination kind of works. But that's my theory. We're playing the back nine at St. Clair Shores, my course where I play my league. So we actually do hit a few drivers there. The front nine we hit driver like twice. So back nine definitely hit a little more. So TaylorMade QI10, Atera Alpha 1 Gray is going in there for driver. 3-wood is going to be a Callaway Paradigm AI Smoke Max. This is the 15-degree head. We're just playing it standard at 15. So neutral and standard NS on the hosel setting there. But we're playing this, the 15-degree, and this is actually shafted up with a Fujikura Speeder NX 70 grams. So this is a 70X Speeder NX blue. So this is kind of a mid to mid-high launching shaft. It has a little bit of spin to it, but it works really well in a fairway wood. I played this in my fairway wood last year and really liked it, so transferred it over here. And this is a good combination that should be able to you should be able to hit it off the deck, hit it off the tee, kind of do a little bit of everything with it. So that's the 3-wood. And then we move into the next club, which I kind of rotate between hybrid and 7-wood. But we're going 7-wood, and we're going the Callaway Paradigm AI Smoke Triple Diamond 7-wood. So this thing has been a real beast. You can tell I've got actually a slightly heavier weight in the sole there because I'm playing this thing at 41 7/8 inches. So just playing it a touch short. And this has a Fujikura Ventus TR Blue 8 stiff. So of course it's not going to focus in on the shaft, but this is the TR Blue 8 stiff. It's got my little desert possum symbol on there, which is pretty cool. Thanks to the boys at Fuji for doing that. But this is going to be the 7-wood, so this will be actually hit off the tee maybe once, maybe on maybe not 15, but this one here, maybe par 5, hit into that. There's not a whole lot on the back nine for 7-wood, but in case you hit a bad drive, tree knocks it down, something like that, you've got, for me, 210 into a hole. This is going to be the club for that. And honestly, off the tee, there are a few short kind of par 4s that I could play this on as well, depending on wind and things like that. So 7-wood, AI Smoke Triple Diamond. And then for 4-iron, this is kind of the thing too. I usually go between utility iron, T200, a couple different options there. This week, we're going to go PXG 0317 or 0311 Black Ops. So this is the 4 hybrid, 22 degrees, and this is shafted up with a KBS Prototype 85 stiff. And this is actually set to standard, but just flat. But I think the weights are set pretty standard as well. Heavy weight in the back. But this thing here, I hit it, the last time I hit it was out in Scottsdale when they had the product launch for this. And it seemed to be pretty good. So I hit it a couple times there, hit it pretty well. So I figured why not go here. This could be used off the tee on like hole 15. It could be hit into the par 5 green. We'll just have to see how the wind's playing. But definitely, something that I haven't hit in a while that, we'll see. I've dabbled between going with the utility iron in the 4-iron or going hybrid. And I've kind of gone back and forth. So we're going to go with the hybrid this week and see what happens. And then we move into irons, and the irons are going to be a little bit of a combo set. So the 5-iron is going to be the Titleist T200, And these I got fit into last year, and these are shafted with steel fiber 110s in stiff, standard length, standard lie, standard loft, all that. But the 5-iron, I've also got the 4-iron in this as well, but the 5-iron is going to be a T200. And then the rest of the set, 6 through pitching wedge, is going to be the T150, the Titleist. So these were the irons I got fit into last year. These are kind of my gamers, and to be honest, I just kind of felt like I haven't played them in a while. It's been a little while since I put these in the bag. I've been testing so many other irons that I figured it was time to put these back in the bag and give them a run. So they've, they haven't gotten as much love as they should, but I really like these. Last year, the T150 to me is like kind of one of the perfect cheater irons. It gives you a little bit of forgiveness, a little bit of distance, great looks, good feel. It kind of does everything really well. So I really like these irons. I played them really well last year, and we'll go with them again this year. Wedges are going to be the brand new SM10s. So I've got the 50 degree, and this is a 50 F grind, but the 12 degree bounce F grind. So 50.12 F, full sole. This is pretty much a full shot club. For me, it'd go basically anywhere between kind of 112 and 90 yards. Is pretty much what I'm going to play this thing. I'd rather hit like a 3/4 choke down 50 than hit a full sand wedge. So it's a 50-12, the high bounce. And I had this in my SM8s as well. I had the same 12 degree, and I really liked it. I thought the turf interaction was phenomenal. Got through, the softer conditions up here in Detroit. It gets through the soft conditions really well. Doesn't dig too much, and I really like it. Then we'll go to the 56 degree, which is again SM10 or SM10. These are raw, actually. They haven't really been used much outside in wet conditions yet, so they're still shiny and silver. This has my initials stamped all over it. The thank you to Titleist. And this one is a 56.14 F. So again, full sole here. I got fit into all three of these out at TPI. And really like, again, same thing, turf interaction. My 56 is the club I use the most around the green. I use it out of the bunker. I use it around the green, everything like that. So I go with the higher bounce. I tend to get a little steep when I try to get to the fuller shots. And I like this full sole out of the bunker as well, because this is what I use for the most part of the bunker, unless I'm really short-sighted. But the 56-14F, but it'll be playing well today because it rained earlier in the week, so it should be a little soft out there. And then the 60 is, again, SM10. We're going to go the matching the whole set. This is the 60, the 10S. This one here, it was kind of interesting. I've got it stamped up from my last year's guys golf trip that we were the champions on. So it's the 2023 Swag with Champions. I was the captain, but the S grind's really good. Actually, when I got fit, it was between the S grind and the T grind, which was interesting when I was hitting both. But the S grind, just in the slightly softer condition, just offered just a little bit better turf interaction. Just kind of got through there a little better and had just a slightly shallower divot. So that's why I went with the S grind there. So all my wedges are pretty high bounce, but like I said, I've actually been fit into them, and I do like a good amount of bounce. So going all three wedges there. Hopefully, we'll add a little rust to them today. Putter is going to be the TaylorMade Spider X prototype. So this is the proto with the milled face on it. It does not have the true roll insert, and but other than that, it's pretty much it looks like a stock Spider. Has the L neck. This is the one that Scotty Scheffler was testing when he first moved into the mallet putters. He didn't keep it in the bag that long, I don't believe, but on the bottom you can see kind of in the back it's got a lot of the metal is removed, and they push that CG forward. So through the stroke, it kind of actually feels like a blade putter, but you get a little bit of that stability and that forgiveness of a mallet. But I really like this thing a lot. I've been putting with it pretty much ever since I got it. And this is actually shafted up with an LA golf shaft, the P-Series 135 in white. And I really like the shaft. It softens up the putter just a touch. It reduces just a little bit of vibration when from impact. And it's super stiff, and I love these stiff graphite shafts, putter shafts. I've tried a whole bunch of them. I wouldn't say all of them yet, but I've tried a lot, but I really like them. But this is really stiff. You just always kind of have a sense of feeling of where that putter head is through the stroke. So a really nice setup, and then, of course, a Lambkin deep etch cord grip on there. One wrap of tape, just standard. It's one of my favorite old school grips, and it just fits in my hands perfectly. I love kind of the shape on the bottom of it. It just seems to fit in the pad of your fingers really, really well. So that is putter. And then ball tonight, we're going to go with something a little different. We're going to rock the Bridgestone, the Tour B RXS with the Mindset. So this is the one that's got the little Mindset dots on there that kind of remind you to like go through your pre-shot routine. It's going to be a little chilly out there, like 50 degrees, so it's not going to get that warm. Maybe like, we might see like 53 or 54 right when we tee off, but it's going to drop. So going with something a little bit softer, just since it's cold out, see if that will, offer a little better feel, maybe a little more distance, anything like that for going a little bit softer out there. So that is my what's in the bag for week 2 of the men's league, the Thursday Night Men's League, and I'm excited to play. So hopefully we'll get out there, play a little better than we did last week, and look forward to next week bringing you my what's in the bag, because it's definitely going to change. See you next week.